Binoculars, the most important tool in a birder's toolkit. But how do we use binoculars? Seems like a silly question, and yet most people use them incorrectly. So this tutorial is going to help you out. We've got two different styles of binoculars, poro prism and roof prism. Poro prism are the ones where the barrel comes out to the side and you have this big gap in between your objectives. And roof prism is when you have the straight barrel, and hence your eyepiece is in the same plane as your objective lens or your barrel. You have your focus knob and your diopter knob, which is on your right barrel. You have your eyepieces, your eye cups can rock up and down. And so if you wear glasses on your face, you probably want to rock that down, but if you do not wear glasses, you want to rock it up. You never want to throw your binoculars on the floor of your car, especially if you're going down a bumpy road, because that can shake your optics and completely ruin it and give you a headache every time you use them. You also never ever want to spray DEET around your binoculars, because that will eat the glass that's inside of them. A couple of things to think about. Calibrating your binoculars. You forgot to bring binoculars and you're borrowing your friend's, or your friend forgot to bring binoculars and they're borrowing yours, and they have very different acuity than you. In order to calibrate your binoculars, you first want to close your right eye. Put your binoculars up to your face, and we're using the focus knob. Look at some particular object and focus on it. Okay, hold in place. Now close your left eye and put your binoculars back up. Look at that same object. Now adjust your diopter until that object is as clear as possible. And that's it, they're calibrated. When you look at something, there's a trick to not lose that observation, which happens quite frequently. So when we see a bird, this is what we tend to do. We tend to say, oh, bird. And we want to look at that bird. So in order to look at that bird, we then put our face down into our binoculars and then look up, and now we can't find the bird anymore. I don't know why we do this, but most of us do. It's muscle memory for one reason or another. Lack of confidence in where our binoculars, or maybe where our face or our eyes are. But in fact, when you look at a bird, don't take your eyes off of that bird. Rather, bring your binoculars straight up, and you will find that they are pointed directly at that bird, and you won't lose that observation. The last thing that I want to mention real quickly are your arms. Don't do the chicken wing effect, but rather tuck your arms in up against your chest, and this will increase the stability of your binoculars while focusing on that bird, as well as reducing the fatigue that you experience within your arms for extended days of birding. Oh yeah, one more thing. Warbler neck. Feel free to lay on the ground when you're trying to look at birds up in the canopy. Have a wonderful day.